in the building. They get the job done, beat the OKC Thunder in game three, taking a 2-1 lead in the Western Conference semifinals. It's time. Look, I know I didn't go live for game two, but when you lose by 40 points, there ain't really much to say. Now, the game was over at halftime that game. This is a new game. I was just happy to be tied 1-1. Game three. Now, I'm pleased with this game. No, the overtime win, another one for the Nuggets. We used to overtime playoff games. There's a lot of things to take away from this game. Look, when it came to game two, this is all I'm going to say. When it came to game two, I wasn't concerned. The Nuggets always do this type of thing. They do this type of thing when they're in a series and they have a game that they know that, look, if we win, we win, we lose. We just going to deal with it. That was what game two was. We just going to chuck up a bunch of shots. If they go in, great, we'll play in this game. If not, we going to take it easy. And that's what they did. They took it easy because they were tired from the last series going 7 games. They needed a night to just chill. We had a 2-day, no, we only had a 1-day break. It was Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Then I believe they don't have another game until Sunday. So they get 2 days off, which is huge for a veteran team like this. We were just happy to take game one. We took game one. We're like, cool, we can kind of take game two off. Now game three, we got to get on, take that. And game four is very crucial. We take game four, the series is ours. This is the game of the series. No game has mattered as important as game four, especially for the Thunder, too. They don't want to go down 3-1, even going back to OKC. Their backs are against the wall, and they have a young team, and they will have a propensity to fold. Now, talking about this game. Very sloppy play. Jokic, horrible game for his standards. I mean, 7 for 25, 6 or 5 or something like that? He only had 20 points. Now, granted, we got the dub. Jokic only getting 20 points and us getting the dub, that is going to be all the difference in the world. Murray, the ones who saved us, Jamal Murray, Michael Porter Jr., Aaron Gordon. Those 3 light-skinned brothers right there, they use the light-skinned power to take over and hang on for hope. What's poppin', Shapiro, Slade? They use the light-skinned powers, their light-skinned infinity stones, to take care of OKC. And what they did was they played the games that they are supposed to play. What's up, Sun Sushant? I'm from KC. Missouri, if you know what time it is. They use the light-skin powers to take over the game. They use the light-skin powers to dominate and use those energies, those stones, as we call them, those fusion stones, to get the job done. Now, first, we'll start with Gordon. Gordon, if you don't know, Gordon's brother passed away before the season started. He's doing this whole thing for his brother, man. He even took on his brother's number this year. He's wearing a different number. Shout out Aaron Gordon, man. Without Aaron Gordon, we would have got bounced by the Clippers. This man is making clutch play after clutch play and not making any stupid plays. This man is playing the smartest basketball on the team. I'm not lying when I say that. He's playing way smarter basketball than Murray, way smarter basketball than Jokic at this point, Westbrook, everybody. Now, this man, he's the most consistent. He's the most one we can rely on. He's the one hitting the shots. I wanted him taking that shot instead of Jokic to go in overtime. I was like, why is Gordon inbounding the ball when he should be the one to be shooting the last shots? He has 2-game winners for us already. Tell me I'm lying. Come on. Give the ball to Gordon at the end of the day. I don't even. That's all I'm gonna say is Gordon needs to take the last shot of the game from now on for the foreseeable future. That's the first note. Second note, Watson. I'm gonna say Watson real quick. I'm gonna give him a little analysis. Grave Chili was popping. Garrett, my dog, was popping. They got the dub. I just got back from the Kendrick concert to catch the second through fourth quarter. We up. I'm gonna have to make it to the hopefully the Knicks lose so I can make it to a game. If the Knicks keep winning, I can't make it to a game. But yeah, Watson only played 20 minutes, 14, 15, 16, 17, 20 minutes. But he was hustling. And he hit a 3. I think 2 threes. Very clutch. Give him some more minutes. He's hustling and bustling and rustling. like Jerome Bettis on the Pittsburgh Steelers. So Watson, I like it. Murray, he was kind of, he was doing solid throughout the game, man. But fourth quarter, this man always turn on the green light, and it's always go time. And he looked gassed. I don't know what's going on, man. My man's looking gassed. I don't know what he's eating. I don't know what's going on, but he looked like he about to pass out in the middle of the court and can't get up. So I don't know. He was able to hit them when he hits them though. He get hard anytime Hartenstein's on Murray though. He cross him up, this, that, and the third, swish. So and Hartenstein, boy, they might need to sit him in these fourth quarters now. Two airballing, two little floaters, and I wanted him to get those shots too. Hartenstein is not that type of player. I seen him on the Knicks last year in the playoffs. He'll play quality defense, but you can't give the ball to him with the shot clock coming down, and he's not gonna make those shots. Like it's just not gonna happen. And then we'll get to Porter Jr. I believe Porter Jr. went 5 for 6, something along that lines. He came through. Now his shoulder still got that. He got the cushion on his shoulder. My dog, he's taking them shots. Hopefully. I think the shots he took tonight were the right ones, so he needs to keep taking those shots. And like I said before, in game 1, he had, 3 points in game 1 or something like that? It was real terrible. He just needs to play okay, and we will take the series just like that. Porter Jr. is the X factor in this series in the point of if he plays good, we'll win the game. That's typically how it goes. If he plays terrible, we can still win the game, but it's going to be a lot harder to win the game. With him, he makes like 3 or 4 threes a game. That changes that's a big momentum swing for everybody. Because he got confidence. He's playing a harder defense. Like, it goes all the way time back. Well, he didn't really play at Mizzou. But rookie year, second year, he was notorious for playing bad defense in the playoffs. And now he's he's playing better defense, but with his shots hitting as well, that's going to bring his whole game up. Back shots. I don't know about back shots, coach. Cheated on your girl with a homie. I'm sorry about that, Sins. You might need to go on Maury Povich to get it all settled out and, put it out in the public. But anywho, and I'll wrap it up with, with Westbrook. He played quality tonight. Didn't play a ton of minutes as he usually does. Didn't close out the fourth quarter. But he definitely, he got the steals when he needed to. He got a steal on Shea at the end of the game. And then lastly is Christian played okay. I think he had only 8 points and whatnot. Christian has a hard defensive assignment. He's guarding Shea pretty much every single time, or Williams. So he's doing his best defensively, taking shots when he needs to, and getting the job, doing all the dirty work. Christian's a dirty work. He's the cleanup crew, and we need that too. Lastly, Jokic. I don't know what's going on with Jokic right now. I don't know. I think he's getting tired of being the coach. I think it's a lot of work. I saw Westbrook being the coach for a little bit tonight. I think Jokic being the new coach is wearing on him a little bit. He's tired. He needs some relief. There's a reason there's not a lot of player coaches going on right now, and he's the only one really that's being the player coach. And so he's mentally getting taxed. You could see it. All the shots he was missing. He shot way too many threes. Don't turn into the Boston Celtics, man. Don't do that. We don't want to be shooting 10 threes a game. I don't want Jokic shooting 10 threes a game. I don't care, man. He needs to be shooting maybe 5 or 6 at most. He can make them, but that don't mean you got to shoot him, coach. Stick to your game in the post, dishing the ball, and taking the stuff that comes to you. All these three-pointers, nah, it ain't it. But yeah, I'm not worried about him, man. He definitely is gonna get back on track. He's gonna make it smoothed out. Just gotta let him do him. Just chill out with the threes, Jokic. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. But yeah, y'all. OKC didn't play their best game either. Jay Williams played his best game. Jay Williams did. But Shea, we shut him down. The key for Shea, give him the threes when he wants to take the threes. He's not a three-point god, okay? Give him the threes. Let him bring the ball, drive it in, then swarm him. Make him dish it out. Williams, get Williams on that secondary, and then make Williams dish it out to somebody else. That's the key. That's the key, because the OKC Thunder, they like to wear the clock down a little bit. They're not going to take these quick shots, obviously, unless they're wide open. So the defense swarming when they drive, that's exactly what we should have been doing. Well, we did it game 1. Game 2 was, we ain't going to talk about game 2, but we did it this game. They get in the paint, swarm them, because that's what they're doing. They were getting a lot of easy buckets game 2. But this game, every bucket, a lot of buckets, most buckets was contested. And that's the biggest thing. Make him earn it. And the thing that's pissing me off the most is they're looking for these fouls. Every time they go in the lane, they're just trying to lean in and get the foul. Lean in and get the foul. Lean with it, rock with it, like them franchise boys. Yo, I don't get it. I'm sick of these refs bailing them out with these weak-ass calls when they look for the fouls, man. This is ridiculous. Denver was getting mugged every single time down the court and not getting no calls, basically. No calls. And so I'm just like, bro, is this what we really doing? Is this what we doing? I don't think it's a fun thing to watch. I think it's annoying. I think it's trash. I think it's screwing the game and the fans of watching a quality game when you're baiting for fouls every time you go in the lane. How do I feel like Jokic should be traded to the Lakers? Lakers, Luka might leave the Lakers. Luka ain't. You got to commit Luka first before anyone else go there. Let's get that first. But yeah, y'all, all this foul baiting, if you like foul baiting, cool for you, but you need to go on somewhere else. I don't know. Go watch the WNBA or something like that, because I can't do it. Thunder are terrible. Should have won the game because Jokic played terrible. No. The Thunder shouldn't have won this game. When you foul bait, when you give the ball to Hartenstein in the fourth quarter and hope him to make the game winning shots, I don't think you deserve the game on that. That'd be like us giving the ball to... Peyton Watson. No offense to Peyton Watson, but Peyton Watson to make shots at the end of the game. Like that ain't what we supposed to be doing, you know? So that's on them for doing that. That's on them. Jokic can play terrible, but as long as he gets the rest of his teammates involved, he's doing what he got to do. The Thunder, they turn into ISO mode at the end of the game. It's Shea's turn. It's Williams' turn. Now Williams should have been taking all the shots at the end of the game. They might have won the game. But Shea was trying to prove he was the real MVP, and they know they needed this game. And I don't know what he was trying to do, coach. He was trying to be the player coach like Jokic is, but that ain't what he's doing, man. There's only one player coach in the NBA right now, and that's Nikola Jokic from Serbia. No Canada. Speaking of Canada, Canada got dissed tonight at the Drake concert heavily, y'all. I just seen him. It was lit. But anywho, Nuggets took a 2-1 lead, y'all. We in the building. We on top. Game 3. Who could tell me? Can somebody tell me what day game 3 or game 4 is? Game 4? I think it's on a Sunday. No. Is it on Sunday or Monday? Somebody help me out in the chat, please. And Thunder's, I hope they don't turn it around. But I said my prediction beginning of the series. Nuggets in 7. I don't want this to go 7 games. I think I said 6. 6 or 7. I say Nuggets take game 4. We'll lose at OKC, close it out in game 6. That's the rest of the series for me. I was expecting to go 1-1 in the first and then come back to Denver, take 1 there. Now we just got to do it. Just keep playing this game, man. Westbrook, he going to have to step it up a little bit next game. He got it in the bag. And everybody else just keep doing what you're doing. Jokic, less 3-pointers, and we're good. Luckily, they were missing a lot of free throws tonight. Luckily, they weren't on their best game tonight. But then again, we weren't on our best game, game 1 or game 2. This is pretty much OKC's first kind of bad game that they played. They played well the first 2 games. And, it took a little time to figure it out, but we figured it out, coach. But anywho, y'all, we on top. I'm tired, though. These Knicks, covering these Knicks. If you ain't seen me, see my Knicks videos on Instagram or TikTok. Check them out. They on viral like crazy. Can't really post them too much on YouTube yet because I need to edit the cursing in all the videos. But I'm going to make a compilation of all the Knicks games once they're all done. My computer is still getting fixed. Still getting fixed. Hopefully it's done by Monday or Tuesday so we can get back on there so I can get off my phone here. But I was expecting the Thunder to make the finals. I wasn't. Thunder, they're one of the more inexperienced teams in the playoffs, and inexperienced teams typically don't make the finals. They should be more experienced, but they got a bad side of the bracket having to play the Nuggets. Now I think they would have probably been fared better against the Timberwolves because they're somewhat inexperienced too, but I still think it would have been better for them on that side rather than playing an experienced team. OKC made the finals. Yeah, they did make the finals and they lost. But that was forever ago. Ain't nobody on that team anymore that made the finals. But anywho, y'all think the Nuggets gonna win game 4? If you think the Nuggets gonna win game 4, give this video a like. If you don't, then you might be on the wrong page, Coach. I'm just saying this is a biased page. I'm just telling you right now with these lives. But Nuggets game 4, the most important one. We take care of this one. I think the other series is going 7 games. The Timberwolves, Warriors. If I had to pick a team, now I'm not gonna get them ahead of myself. I ain't even gonna say to put it out there right now. But let's just say I'd prefer. I don't know. I don't know who I'd want to win that series. I don't want to speak on that series. I'm just gonna let it play out. But we'll see. David Adelman might have saved his job. David Adelman ain't doing nothing as coach, y'all. He's not doing a damn thing, to be quite frank. When they take timeouts, look who's sitting in the chair. Just take a look who's sitting in the chair when the coach is talking to the players. That'll tell you all you need to know. It ain't Adelman, man. He's giving the post-game speech and giving the game breakdown. That's about it. And I like Adelman. He's a good dude. But he ain't doing no coaching like that. I'm just being quite frank, It's not Adelman. I don't think he's gonna be the coach for next season. If they win the championship, there is a chance. But even then, Adelman ain't gonna be the coach, man. Did Tom Brady have the worst night as an NBA ref? Cavs winning the finals. I think the Thunder don't make it. Cavs, no. I don't even think they're going to win the Pacers. I think it's going to be Pacers. I still think the Knicks might lose. Pacers, Celtics, and then I think the Pacers, this might be the Pacers' year to go to the finals. I think this is their year. They seem like the team. They made the Eastern Conference Finals last year, and they seemed like poised to make that jump. Now, I don't think any of the East teams win it, but I think the Pacers make the finals, the way they're looking. They looked terrible the other night, or tonight. Was that tonight? They looked terrible tonight or the other night when they played and lost by whatever, how many points, but I'm going to give them a chance. But anywho, y'all, it is late as hell right now. I've been up late every single night with these Knicks games and all these other things, and I'm working with some of the companies now, so I really got to be prepared. But if you're in New York, if you're in live and in New York, go to Madison Square Garden tomorrow. I will be there from 1 p.m. to after the game. I might go inside for the game for a little bit, but for the most part, I'll be outside. I got a lot of things to do. Might bring the red carpet out, so it's going to be lit. Pacers will definitely lose the finals if they make it. Yeah, they 100% losing the finals, Coach. They not winning the finals. They could get there, though. The Eastern is wide open. Eastern bracket is wide open, especially if the Knicks win. Knicks-Pacers would be lit Eastern Conference Finals. I will say that. That will be lit. But hopefully the Nuggets, I think the winner of this series, I won't say OKC would beat any other teams, but the West is a dogfight as well. But anywho, y'all, thank you for joining this Nuggets recap. Let's go Nuggets. We up out here. I'm out. I'm tired. I'm going to bed. Peace, y'all. Get some rest. Love, peace, and blessings. And I'll see you soon.